just taken a gold buy. Unfortunately, I didn't record the move while it was happening, was in a bit of a rush, but thought I'll just make a quick breakdown video of why it was taken, the timing of the entry as well, because I think that that's quite important. This was the position over here. Ended up pushing around 30 pips, just over 30 pips is when I secured it, but you can see it pushed a lot more. And early on today, missed a few moves. I wasn't available to take all of them, so I mean, it wasn't the end of the world, but there was a couple nice setups on the lower time frames. Once I saw price pushing back up towards the top of this range, I thought, okay, it's going to be a really good potential to continue moving bullish if we manage to get a close above resistance. You can see we closed in the resistance zone over here, so not necessarily a full close above resistance, but still an indication that resistance isn't being respected. And then the next candle, I took an entry. Now, again, maybe asking why didn't I take it at the break of the previous 30-minute candle high? Well, two reasons behind that. It closed without a top wick, so it needed to see a bit of a bottom wick. And secondly, when it broke in the first minute. So I'll just bring up my trade here because it's a lot easier to break it down on TradingView. So you can see here when the candle broke. So if this was, I'll just mark out the top of the previous 30-minute high. It broke in the first minute. So if we drop down to the minute time frame, you can see the open. This is the open of the 5 o'clock candle. We broke in the first minute. Price then created a high, and something you want to see if price breaks in the first minute is if you're looking for a buy, for it to obviously break its high, then come back down, break its own low, and create a retest. And you can see that's exactly what we did. And my entry was right at the break of its own high, which was also on the new 5-minute candle. So you can see if we drop to the or go up to the 5-minute time frame, you can see here stop loss placed under the 5-minute candle that I entered on. And the TP was a tough one because I obviously knew it had the potential to continue because we are quite bullish at the moment. There was also some very bad news numbers which came out earlier on in the day, which was the initial bullish push. So I was a bit conservative with when I secured. I mean, 33 pips is still a nice trade, but managed to have pretty much no drawdown on this as well, which was fantastic. And yeah, so the entry was obviously at the break of this 5-minute high over here, and price just continued. I secured before these sorts of this key level over here at 23.80, and all these levels marked out on the chart are key levels. They're not too important, but obviously are nice to have a visual representation of, okay, is price reacting at a key level. But the main reasoning behind this was obviously closing above resistance. We are in an uptrend at the moment, and then getting the wick down. We waited for it to break in the first minute. It broke. So a lot of the time what happens is in the situation that you're looking to take a trade and price breaks in the first minute, it's actually just sort of trapping a few early entries, and then it will come back down, break its own low, and then continue back up. And the entry is obviously going to be then at the break of its own high, which is exactly what I managed to do over here. Now, again, it was a pretty nice trade, pretty straightforward type B for the members who are familiar with the type B. Break of resistance or break of support, and then you get a retest. So you get the close above or close below, in this case a close above, retest, and then continuation. Now, all in all, really nice trade. This week's been a decently slow one. If we just go to last week, you can see, so over the last week I only took 2 trades. I made the video about the one, which was the buy. It was a counter trend buy on Monday. Didn't take anything yesterday, and then today it presented this opportunity. Again, maybe a bit conservative with looking at securing a bit early, but I think all in all it was pretty decent. Have kept the lot sizes a bit low than usual as well this week, just getting back into it. And yeah, all in all, not too bad. Hopefully this is the start of now we're in the middle of the week now, but hopefully this is going to be continuation in the week strong, and then go into next week feeling good as well. So yeah, just a nice quick breakdown video. Hopefully you guys found this interesting and can take a little bit out of type B entries from this video as well, because I still believe that they most likely the highest confirmation entries, just because of the candle closes above or below support, and then continuation once you get a retest. And that's what we had here. The tricky part with type B entries comes with the timing of the entry. So knowing when to enter is probably the hardest thing in trading, and a lot of people get nervous around entry times or don't know when to enter. So knowing when to enter, I think, carries a huge amount of value in trading. And this was even if you watched the video back on Monday, but this one as well was a prime example of knowing when to enter at the right time to, number one, minimize drawdown, and number two, be in the trade after it's had its sort of pullback if you're looking at a type B, or just in a time when it's not going to mess you around or price isn't going to mess you around. So yeah, thanks guys, I hope you enjoyed the video,